fable about a family called Jones, their first flight. They say that travel broadens the mind. It certainly seems to have done something to the Jones family already. Nice people, but at this moment, way off the beat. Meet Mr. Jones, the breadwinner, and Miranda Jones, the teenager who leaves a trail of powder and wolf whistles wherever she goes. The lady in the floppy hat is Mrs. Jones, and lastly there's young Space Captain Jones. Air travel is clean and comfortable. What's more, the Jones family are heading for a warm climate. So what do? Taking no chances, they wear their oldest, warmest clothes. The airline takes care of most things. All the Jones had to do was pack for themselves. And they certainly did. Everything except the kitchen sink. The results of their labor are bearing down on an unsuspecting BOAC staff. A family of 4 and nearly 400 pounds of luggage. Oh no, the Jones family have hit an all-time high. BOAC provide overnight bags for the trip. Miranda really took to hers and emptied the bathroom cabinet into it. Oh, the mean thing, he's going to weigh it. Given warning, BOAC would be glad to take all this excess baggage. But the cost might make a dent in Mr. Jones' bank account. Things seem to be getting a little chaotic. You know, the Jones usually rate as a normal modern family, but right now they're behaving as if they were about to take off in a covered wagon. Like most people, Mr. Jones is slightly schizoid, a split personality and all that. Of course, I'm the brains of the outfit, but I always seem to get left behind at times like this. Still, I'm catching up with him, and here I am. I'm coming with you, old man. Relax. Everything's going to be all right. My dear Marjorie. Why such surprise? One would think you'd never seen me before. Oh dear, that hat. Never mind, we're going to start again. Remember that book on magic in 6 Easy Lessons? I've been using it for years. Are you game? Right, we'll start with Lesson 5A, Hocus Pocus, or How to Take a Shortcut. I'll limber up on the luggage. Ah. Ready, Space Captain? Roger out. Hold your breath, dear. That's right. Shall we join the youngsters? Come on, cut the chatter. See you later, girls. Start repacking for your journey. Let's see. Empty that waste paper basket. That's one way of doing it. Now I'll show you something. Lesson 3B, magnetism. Where's the bit I want? Ah, on tourist you're allowed £44, and on first class £66. My dear, I don't think you need that case. It's so heavy with all that fitted glass. Maybe you did have it on your honeymoon, but it's a dead loss on this trip. Let's weigh it empty. Now, try this one. See what I mean? It's lighter, just as strong, and holds more. What you pack is important too. You know, in this BOAC pamphlet, you will find some pretty good ideas about packing. After all, they should know. So you're raiding Mother's dressing table. It's hard to believe that a pretty girl like you needs all that war paint. But if you must, heavy glass is impractical. These plastic ones are featherweight and inexpensive, and you'll find refills almost everywhere. Of course, they do provide cosmetics on first-class air services. Not too full, might leak out on your clothes. Talking about plastic containers, don't forget that it can rain anywhere in the world. Yeah, catch. I'm no fashion expert, Marjorie dear, but I bet if you chose a definite colour scheme from your wardrobe, you'd cut down a lot on weight. Yes, those two match all right, but how about the rest? What's happened to that colour scheme idea? Let's try again. That's more like it. But don't let's leave this one behind. It's a honey. How does it go with the bronze sandals? Fine. But do you really need that heavy suit this trip, hmm? Take it easy, old man. We can manage with 3 pairs, can't we? One casual, one formal, and one in between. What's your problem, partner? Football sweaters and spacesuits in the tropics? Oh, dear. Your mother had better sort this one out. We're heading for a humid tropical climate, so let's take cool, airy clothes that dry quickly. And put some short pants in the youngster's overnight bag to change into on the journey. Be a good scud, and get your mother a package of washing powder for overnight laundry, while I see what Dad's up to. I say, that's a bit heavy, old man. Where's our silk one got to? That's more like it. Luggage can weigh tons in itself. So, remember, when you do buy, get lightweight stuff like this. By the way, those odds and ends aren't weighed, which helps, and you could add a carry cot if you had a baby. Well, we've solved the packing problem, and cut down on weight with no trouble at all. But there's still one thing we haven't straightened out. So, let's look into what might be the future. BOAC takes good care you fly in comfort. But they can't control the climate at the other end. Now picture yourselves in a storybook tropical setting. All the glamour and romance of the Orient. And your tempers rising with the thermometer. Oh dear, now look at us, hot, bothered and bewildered, and no wonder in those clothes. That one's on me. Under the weather? A bit of transformation's needed here. What's happened to that summer suit of yours? Tailored for flight. Feeling better? It's lightweight for comfort, and dark enough to be practical. Have a cheroot. Ah, these should help the rest of the family relax, while I get on with the good work. Poor Marjorie. That outfit never was a good idea, and it's worse than ever on this trip. Why not your cotton tweed? It doesn't crease, it's a good weight for this climate, and you can wear it under a topcoat in cold weather. it's right for the daytime anywhere, and dressed up a bit for the evening as well. Are those high heels killing you, Miranda, dear? Heelless slippers in flight, and on the ground, casuals like these pay off on a long air trip. You both look cooler now, and I bet you feel it too.
May I have your attention, please? BOAC announced the departure of their service.
Beautifully timed. Drink up. We've taken our flight of fancy. Now let's get back to Earth. And this time, off to a flying start. That's magic, all right. The Jones family off on time. Well, that's it. Our fables come to an end, back where we started. But what a difference. We use magic. Others just read the books that BOAC send with their tickets, or consult their travel agent. Of course, there never was a family quite like the fabulous Jones. It was certainly lucky I was around to get things organized. Oh, no. Hey!